This is episode 4 of the podcast, Timeline Towards the American Revolution. In this episode, we will focus on the coercive acts, known to the colonists as the Intolerable Acts. As we learned in the last episode, King George was very angry at the colonists after they destroyed thousands of pounds of British tea in what came to be known as the Boston Tea Party. In order to punish the colonists, King George passed the coercive acts. These acts were a series of 5 new laws and came to be known as the Intolerable Acts among the colonists because they felt that these acts were the last straw and this treatment could not be tolerated any longer. The first act was the Boston Port Act, which closed the Boston port until the colonists paid back the tea that was dumped into the harbor. Many colonists thought that this was unfair, since it punished all of the people who lived in Boston, and not just those who had participated in the Boston Tea Party and destroyed the tea. The second act that was passed was the Massachusetts Government Act. This act affected the government in the entire colony of Massachusetts, which remember is the colony that Boston is in. The governor in charge of the colony of Massachusetts, which was chosen by Great Britain, now had the power to appoint officials. This power was previously held by the colonists. It also said that the colonists could only have a town meeting once a year. The third act was the Administration of Justice Act. This act moved trials against government officials to Britain, which made it almost impossible to convict them of any crimes, since colonists who wanted to testify against them would have no way to travel to Great Britain. The fourth act was the Quartering Act, which allowed British soldiers to live in colonists' homes. The final act, the Quebec Act, extended the British Canadian territory south into the Ohio Valley, angering colonists that they had lost even more land. Many colonists felt that the coercive acts took away their basic freedoms, which led them to rally together to unite the colonies. In 1775, the first shots of the American Revolution were fired. Then, a year later, in 1776, the Declaration of Independence was written. Listen to the next episode to learn more about this important document.